Hello everyone and welcome back to your channel Cyber Academy. In this video we are going to show you how you can run a web server in your PC. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on notification to get updates on all our content that we'll be releasing. In this tutorial we'll be guiding you on how you can actually run a virtual web server in your PC. This whole process is quite simple, just follow along and you will get it done as I did. Now this is what a server actually looks like in real life. That's what it looks like, and mostly we post applications there, websites, and sometimes your games. It's actually serve the files, like give out the files and give people access to the files. That's what a server does, and what we'll be working on today is a web server. So now all we need is a web browser. I will use a Google Chrome for this tutorial, and I will just be spawning my Chrome tab, and I'll be looking for a tag which is a WAMP server, and I'm actually going to type it currently in my search bar, WAMP server, and that should give me a list of results. I will be selecting the official link, which is the third one down here with the icon, WAMP server files and add-on. That's what I'll be clicking. I'll be clicking that, scroll, and that's it. I'll be clicking that, and after clicking it will actually show me the landing page or the home page where the download button will be available for me, so I can click to download and later on get it installed in my PC, so I can actually use it as a virtual server which can actually perform the functions of a real life server with just a PC. And I can actually do that with just my PC, and you can just proceed by clicking the first link to get it download, or you can get the latest version down there. By clicking that you will get the latest update. Mind you, I'm using a download manager, that's why I had this dialog box spawned automatically, and I'm using IDM. So I did click to start download, and after downloading the file I have to install it now. By installing the file I have to navigate to my download folder and click on the exe that I downloaded so I can actually install it then. But mind you, before installing, be sure you have already filled the requirements for the Microsoft Visual C++ applications. I will be pasting the link down in the description. You can get them there from the 2013 to the 2020 versions. If these aren't installed, then you'll be getting an issue. Mind you, be sure to run the exe as an administrator. From there you just have to select yes and proceed with the OK button, and accept the terms and license agreement. Proceed. It will tell you about the Visual C++ requirement. This is what I was talking about. You have to fill those requirements. The files will be down in the description. There will be media file links which will be ad free. You just have to click and then download, extract, install, and proceed. Now off with the installation phase. We just have to click on the next button, or you can just go through by reading the terms and license agreement if you have the time. By clicking next, it will take us to the next phase where we have to select our location where we will be installing the application, and by selecting the location we then proceed. Now it will start installing the application for us. It will then install and ask us which we need to use or want to use as our default application, that is for the web browser and also the text editor. You can select your preferred one, but when we get there we see now the application is installing. You can actually host PHP files here. You can even create databases with MySQL. It supports a lot of functions. You can even dump your HTML and CSS files in there and share locally or remotely with other people. Remotely you'll be needing port forwarding, but locally all you have to do is connect to the same internet connection, and then people will be having access to your files that you host. Now it is completed, and it is asking for the web browser that I want to use as my default web browser for the application. It wanted to use Edge, but I asked it not to because Google Chrome is my default browser, and I actually I'm trying now to navigate to my program files where I'll be having access to select my Google Chrome as my default application for running the web server. Now I'm navigating down there. This is going to be quite complex for some of you. If you don't understand that page, just click no when it asks you for your default browser. And now it's asking for my default text editor. I wanted to use VS Code at first, but I had to leave it like that for the video to be a little bit short, not that long. So just click no and it will be using Edge. It is just the same, but I had a preference, which is Google Chrome. It is my preferred application for web browsing, and I had to select that. And after all that, then it will complete installing, finishing the MariaDB, MySQL, PHP now, all those things. After everything, and mind you, it supports Apache. The web server will be running on Apache, so it's actually loading for it to actually complete. Now I think we're done. It will give you all the latest version and things that are being installed in your PC at the current time, and I think that should be it. From then you just click the next and finish button, and then you can actually try to start your server if you do want to test it at the moment, or you can just restart your PC. For the real tech savvy people that love restarting things, so those are all the things that were installed. So we are going to close it. The version I used was 3.3.5. So now we have already closed it. What we are going to do is we are going to start the web server now. And congratulations, you have now successfully hosted the web server in your PC, and it's just completed installing. So now we are going to try to test it if it's working. We launched the application and now it's asking us to be patient because it's starting the services which will be required for it to be actually running in our PC. So you have to be a little bit patient because sometimes it takes a bit of a time, a bit of your moment for it to actually start. And when it starts, it won't be showing up. If you're smart enough or if you are experienced enough, you can just check in your own applications. I think then it's ready. Now it's running, all services running. There won't be any application showing because it's running in your PC on localhost. It will be on localhost. All you have to do is you are going to open your Chrome, which or whatever applications you did set as your default web browser. I did Chrome, so I had to spawn Chrome, and I'll be using a guest account, and I'll just be typing localhost in there. After typing localhost in my search bar, it will automatically give me the application because it is currently running. So now it's going to load it now. Voila, we have a working web server in our device. It hosted the WAMP web server login landing page, which is this, and it will be telling you things that are in there. Your project, I had no project at first. Your virtual host, if you are paying for one, and connected it, but I had nothing at first. It was just as it came. It was just default at its default setting. Now this is for the MySQL PHP admin. For those working with databases, you can work with this. You can actually practice creating your database and connecting it with other external sources like your web pages, your front end, your back end. You can actually work on that in here. This is actually a development environment for web developers. It allows you for DevOps. I think the term is, I can't recall the term, but you can actually work in here by testing. It's a deployment. You can deploy applications in here, mostly your PHP applications that you created or just your HTML and CSS. So now that's what we have. It's showing the Apache version, which was 2.4. MySQL, I think it's 5 and something. What else? MariaDB and so on and so forth. I'll just minimize that for now. And now we have it running. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to test dumping an application in here. So now this is the location where we did install our application. It was in a local disk C, and it should be the WAMP 64. That's the location. Now if we are trying to dump any applications in here, like a web page or a PHP files, all we have to do is dump them in a folder. We create a folder and dump them in the www folder. We create a folder there with the application name and just dump it in there. Or you can just download WordPress like I did for testing purpose and just extract it to a folder and then just copy the folder directly into that www. So now I'm navigating to find my WordPress because I downloaded it from way back. I think it's taking up to a year now in my PC. It should be in a folder called the Comfy1. That's why I kept it. WordPress. I have Joomla also, which is another CMS. You can also post that, but you have to fix some requirements for your PHP version. Okay, now I'm just going to extract WordPress directly into that folder, and after dumping, I will be restarting the application. I will just refresh the page and it will be there. Now I'm going to back to the WAMP64 and www. I won't be creating a folder because I'll be just dragging and dropping a folder there. Okay, that's it. I will just be dragging and dropping a folder. Now if you will be navigating or you want to navigate to your applications you don't, you get me, the applications you don't, all you need is by typing your localhost / folder by the application name, and that will be giving you, the application folder name, that will be giving you direct access to the application. For mine will be WordPress, so what I had to do was type in localhost / WordPress and it will be taking me directly to the index page of WordPress. Let's wait after the extraction process is completed, and now it will be copying the files. I'll just roll that and then we open my let's see, I'll take you back down here for you to see to my WAMP64 www. That's it. Now we have it in the WordPress, and mind you, you can start and stop the services with the bash files in the WAMP64 folder. If you want to stop the services, if you don't stop it, it will be running in your PC. Now just go to the bash file, you'll be seeing stop.bat, run it as an admin, and then it will stop the application for you. What we are going to do now is we are going to open the WordPress application we just deployed. I'm going to reopen Chrome using my guest account also, and now all I'll be using is just to type localhost / WordPress, which was the folder name I typed. So I did type when I was working WordPress. As soon as I did that, it will actually give me the landing page for WordPress, because, and mind you, I was working offline. I had no internet back then, you can see from the PC. So now all I had to do, all I should have done is configured my WordPress, like followed by the domain name, username, password, database host, and I think that was table profile. I should have just configured and just proceed working with a CMS in my PC. You can host a CMS now in your PC without internet for it to be practicing. Okay, that was that, and that's how I got. I had no internet, like I told you. I had no internet. There was no internet. Now just use the localhost. This should take me to my localhost now. And with that, that's how we actually go on the virtual web server in your PC. Like I said, it was definitely simple, just like I told you. Be sure to smash the subscribe button and stay blessed, stay positive, stay cosmic. Peace.